Lately, the high dividend income strategy by YieldMax has been gaining a bit of attention, so I started to look into them as a high risk, high reward dividend strategy. It's only a year old, so it's quite speculative, 50% yield for TSLY and 126% yield per year for CONY. Now keep in mind, anything that yields this much per year itself comes with great risks. I bought 421 shares at $12.21 at about 5k USD as an initial experiment. Here's why I chose TSLY over the others. Lately, CONY has been performing very well, rushed up from 18 to 28 per share since late October to December 29th. CONY's performance is very reliant on coin, which is Coinbase, which is heavily reliant on the overall crypto market consisting of Bitcoin as the main indicator. So if you recently missed the Bitcoin rally from 15k to 40k, it's probably a bad time to buy CONY at these market highs unless you're betting on Bitcoin to rally even higher towards 100k. However, even if it doesn't fully crash, a correction is most likely inevitable at some point. I think there's better value elsewhere. Out of all the YieldMax ETFs, TSLY, CONY, and AMD are the four that interest me the most. Tesla is great for betting on the electrification and autonomous transformation of the automotive industry. Coinbase is a good bet on the overall sentiment on crypto and Bitcoin. NVDY and AMD are both market monopolies in GPU and CPU, which are good for betting on the future of high-speed computing. It covers a wide range of fields from AI, quantum computing, VR, and NVIDIA was an essential player during the crypto mining boom as well. That's why I like NVIDIA and AMD more than AIYY, since they cover more fields than just AI, which has limited use cases in the short term. I think rather than to FOMO in late in the Bitcoin and AI rally, I think there's currently better value in TSLY, as the narrative and spotlights on EVs has kind of faded away and the media has been focusing more and pumping AI and Bitcoin lately. As the US, EU, China push for electrification, Tesla is basically America's best bet to fend off Chinese rising players such as BYD, backed by China's rare earth supply chain, which they control over 80% of the world's supply, which is going to cause huge problems for Volkswagen and Toyota in the long term. If Tesla falls, the entire US auto industry loses to China, so I think Tesla is a good bet for the long term. In comparison, Tesla is basically the iPhone on wheels. Apple, the biggest company in the world, is the bulwark of the US smartphone industry, competing against the combined fleet of Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, Vivo from China, and Samsung from South Korea. When it comes to software, iOS's main competitor is Android, and this is where Tesla outshines traditional players such as Toyota, Volkswagen, General Motors, and Ford. The software is what makes the difference in the modern automotive industry. Also lately, Elon Musk has been receiving negative press as well. Lots of negative news about X losing 70% of its valuation since the acquisition of Twitter, and EV sales slowing down in some major markets. If you believe in the fear-greed philosophy, now is not the right time to buy CONY, but congrats to everyone who got in early. The ex-dividend date for TSLY is tomorrow on the 5th, so you need it to be in by now on the 4th if you want it to receive the payment, which is supposed to be on the 9th. The yield rate is 58.02%, which is 55 cents per share. So 421 should yield $234, which is pretty insane for a monthly payout for a 5k investment. I'll make an update on TSLY, YieldMax ETFs in a bit. Pretty bullish